Hey Lariateers, my name is Claire Sanama and I was the city editor at the Lariat in 2008. Before that I was a staff writer, and before that I was a reporter. So did it all. Thought it was great and learned so much. Everything that you do there is very applicable to what you will do as a professional journalist, and I often think about, the stories that I reported and the trouble that I had and the difficult sources and people hiding things, and I see that, in my job today. So I'm a field producer for CBS News. I'm based in Dallas, but I work for CBS News National, which is in New York. So prior to this whole pandemic, I used to go up there 3 or 4 times a year, and for screenings of my shows, which was great. But now we're doing everything virtually, so I don't have to leave Texas quite as much. So that's nice. The show that I work for primarily is 48 Hours, which is a crime show. It's on Saturday nights, and we typically cover murder, only murder, and it's always an unusual one. It's not going to be something cut and dry. So I thought I'd show you my home office. This is where I do most of my research and development of stories, and I also do a lot of phone interviews, pre-interviews, and I write a bunch of story notes, story pitches, looking at cases and trying to articulate why I think they would be a good fit for the show. So a lot of hours are spent right here in this chair. Let's see, this is the desk. I have a giant monitor. I don't know if I'm going to be able to flip it around, but I use this monitor. This is, a little dual system, so I can look at whenever we're screening the show. I want to see it as big as possible, like people will see it on their televisions. So I do that, and let's see, I got some other stuff. What can I show you here? I can show you, I'm working on a podcast. I got my podcast mic right there. Sound Shield, you guys use these? Sound Shield makes your voice sound more professional. Yeah, let's see. I got a bunch of files. You want to look at all my murder files? Let's see. We've got some crime scene evidence here. Got some of those. I got a bunch more tagged. I put all these little tags on them, make them look very official. I go through so much court records, so many court records. This is a case that I'm still developing. I think it's like 300 pages. This is a murder case where, and let's see, I go through and I make little notes to highlight things, probably a lot like what you do. But whenever you're going through a bunch of documents, you really want to make sure you don't miss anything. So kind of does remind me of college, like studying for a test and looking up different things that you think are important and flagging them. So that's little sticky notes all over the place. So yeah, this is one that I really hope to do one day, but it's got some challenges, so I kind of keep it on the back burner. So it's just over here on my files, but not something I'm actively working on. But whenever I get kind of in a stopping point, sometimes I'll go back through it and think, maybe something will click this time. So let's see, what else I got? I got my camera. You want to see my camera? This is my little field camera. It's a handy cam, so I use it to shoot my own material. I know, it's like a camcorder, but it shoots 4K HD. What more do you need? And then I have a little monopod, which goes on, and I can screw her on like this. You wouldn't believe the places this little camera's been. It's been in prisons, it's been sat on interview tables, It's been in jails. It's been tons of courtrooms. Yep, just all over the place. Something that we like about it, is just how mobile it is, and you can take it anywhere. And it just has a little SD card that goes in here, so you can easily get the footage off of it. But yeah, I use this all the time. It's a good one. Check it out. All right. I did not make any plans before I started recording this, so you're just getting my stream of consciousness right now. Let's see. I feel like those are kind of the highlights. What else do I have? Ooh, I have my little voice recorder. This one I like a lot. It's Olympus. Use this. So it's got a little port here for a mic and for headphones. So I use the mic one all the time, and I record phone calls. So you can put this one in your ear, like so. And then whenever you talk on your phone, you just record, and it records your voice and the person that you're talking to. And what's amazing about this little guy is it's also a USB drive just built in. So you just pop it, and it plugs right into your computer. So I drop these interviews usually right after I do them. If I'm on top of my game, I'll drop it into my computer. I'll pull the file, I'll make a copy of it, I'll upload it usually to, I use Timmy. I don't know if you guys use Timmy, but it's for transcription, and it's pretty good. It used to be 10 cents a minute, and now I think it's 25 because it got really popular. But you can transcribe your interviews for really affordable rates. So most of the time I can get that approved expense done through the company, but I'll even just splurge and do it on my own because it's so much easier. It saves me days of work for $15 to transcribe an hour-long interview or whatever it would be now. So if I have a long interview, over 45 minutes, I usually transcribe it either on CBS's dime or on my own because it just makes life better. So that's Timmy, if you've never heard of it, T-E-M-I. It's really good. It's a really good service. Yeah, I don't know. What else do I have? Ooh, these are helpful. I'm sure you guys have these too. These are my little Bose noise canceling headphones. I don't like the ginormous ones that go over your head, so these are just little ones. But if you pop on the noise canceling, can't hear anything. In the home office, I've got a 5-year-old and 2 dogs and husband also working from home. So whenever I really need to focus, I put those bad boys in, turn on the sound canceling, and it's as though I'm home alone. So yeah, that's very helpful. I can show you some of it. Let's see. These are so whenever I do stories with different police departments, sometimes they'll give us these little challenge coins, which are kind of cool. This one's from the University of North Texas. It's for a story that has not aired yet. Bum, bum, bum. Stay tuned. I'll tell you about it once it's ready to air. Oh, I got something else cool. Let's get all these sort of little souvenir knick-knack things. So this, I really like this. This is a pack of playing cards of all unsolved homicides and missing persons in South Carolina. So I thought this was a cool idea. The police department there, they made playing cards with all these cases and people and crimes because they rely on tips, and so everyone has Crime Stoppers phone number on there, and they hand these out to people, and so they want you to play with them and look at these cases, and if something jogs your memory and you have a tip, then you're supposed to call in. And they also have it set up. They hand these out in the prisons, actually, and they have a special way for people in South Carolina Department of Corrections to call in a tip. But I've never seen another state do this. It'd be cool if Texas did it. But yeah, this was South Carolina. I was there for a serial killer story in 2016. It was actually the week of the election in 2016, and I was there covering the serial killer case of Todd Kohlhepp. And I was glad to be doing that and not politics. But yeah, so I think I've shown you most of the interesting things on my desk. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I hope that you have a great year at the Lariat. It's definitely going to be a memorable one with everything going on. And feel free to reach out. Julie is thebomb.com, and she has my contact information if I can ever help you out, or you have any questions about CBS, or you know of a really good murder story. I'm your girl. All right, see ya.